The stock market, the most important organ is the stomach. It's not the brain. There's always, on the way to work, the amount of bad news you can hear is almost infinite now. So the question is, can you take that? I mean, do you really have faith that 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now, common stocks are a place to be? If you believe in that, you should have some money in equity funds. I mean, it's a question, what's your tolerance for pain? I mean, the stock market's a very good place to be, but I can toss a coin now. Is it going to be lower 2 years from now? Higher? I don't know. More people lost money waiting for corrections and anticipating corrections than the actual corrections. Well, you ought to look in the mirror every day and say, what am I going to do if the market goes down 10%? What do you do if it goes down 20? Am I going to sell? Am I going to get out? That's your answer. You should be reducing it today.
By far, one of the most important things you can do, no matter what kind of investor you are, if you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader, if you trade options, if you are a long-term investor, the most important thing you can do is to control your emotions. Okay, control your emotions, because right now, you know, we're going through volatile times. A lot of people, when they see that huge drop, they're like, oh God, I gotta sell. It's the worst time to do it. You should actually be buying at that time. And a lot of people just over panic. They do panic selling. Guys, control your emotions. It's super important in the stock market. You know, when I first started out, I was all emotional when I lost a couple $100. And then, you know, it bounced back and I was like, yeah, I'm up $200. And then bam, straight back down. So just control your emotions and learn to do so, because if you're new, that is going to get the best of you.
If you're unsure about when you should buy a stock, then I want you to answer me these 3 questions. Question number 1. How would you feel if you didn't buy today and tomorrow the stock went up 20%? Alright, now time for question number 2. How would you feel if you bought it today and it went down 20% tomorrow? And now my last question is, in which situation did you feel worse? Would you feel worse if you bought the stock and it went down 20%, or if you didn't buy the stock and it went up 20%? If you would feel worse off getting a 20% loss right after you bought it, then don't buy the stock. But if you would feel worse off by missing out on a 20% gain, then you might consider starting a position before it's too late. Let me know in the comments in which situation you would be better off.